Hey Scorpio, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, May 21st to Sunday, May 27th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just did have one announcement, and that is that I will be doing my June 2018 monthly webinar on Monday, May 28th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, where I, of course, am going to talk about the astrology for this next month and why I believe it is one of the most fated and karmic months of the year. One of the reasons for that is because we do have Mars on the South Node almost all this month. Okay, and the nodes are very karmic, bringing up issues from the past that we may have to deal with. While that's going on, we also do have Venus conjunct the North Node opposite Mars. Very rare to have these things happen at the same time. Really maybe bringing, and especially when it comes to love, money, and the things that we value, a destined change perhaps in that area. All right, on top of all this stuff going on, we've also got 5 planets in retrograde, 2 of which, Neptune and Mars, will go retrograde this month too. It's a lot of planets. Okay, so what we're going to talk about in this webinar is what all this means, what to do with this energy, how to use it to your advantage, as well as what some of the biggest days are this month that you may need to be prepared for. Okay, I want you to know you may need to hold on tight this month because there will be some unexpected changes, especially with Uranus still acting up this month, okay, in love and money, that may require us to change our perception of our life and how we think about it moving forward as fate and destiny step in to kind of realign us onto our proper course. All right, so that's what's going on. If you're interested in learning about that, please check out the link down below in my description box to learn more. Now, Scorpio, for your horoscope, what I want to start with is Jupiter actually in your sign, and a trine here with Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces is in your 5th house of happiness, love, romance, romantic relationships, also kids, and passion projects. All right, now this alignment has been going on for quite some time, but these planets are slow moving planets, so it's kind of been going on in the background, and it comes exact this week. Okay, so I think beneath some of the other stuff that's going on, this is the thing I'm going to talk about next that's going to be staying with us kind of underneath the surface. All right, and I think what this can bring here is perhaps there's been something lately in your life. You've been trying to be happy. Whoops, I just moved that a bit. But maybe for the past few months, you've been trying to find out what makes you happy in life, how you can do more of what you enjoy. The 5th house also rules leadership, how you can be more of a leader in your life, take on a leadership position, work with kids better, a romantic relationship. Maybe there's been some confusion around that part of your life, confusion how you can do a passion project, be happier, work with others. And I think this alignment here is helping to smooth out any of those rough edges, to help you finally start to settle into some things in life that it is that you enjoy, settle into some passion projects, feel comfortable with some of this stuff, and to really use them here to your advantage so that you can feel more just happier and joyful about your life coming in. And I think that's what's going on here, okay, all week. While that's going on Monday, we also do have Venus here in Cancer, where it moved about the end of last week, and that for you is going to be in your 9th house of something new and different that you have not done before. Okay, so I think you're trying to be happier in your life. I think there actually is a chance for you to feel happier, feel more comfortable, to find more inner peace based on some things that have been going on in the past. And I think as that's going on, you're trying to figure out how you can settle into your life, perhaps doing something new that excites you, or how you can adjust your belief systems perhaps in a way that really resonates with you to support some projects that you're working on that it is that you enjoy with Venus in Cancer. Okay, there could be some uncomfortable things that do come up the beginning of this week with Venus in Cancer and a square with Chiron and Aries, and with Chiron in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines. Okay, so perhaps there's some kind of new thing that you're trying to do, maybe that's making it hard on your job, hard to integrate into what's going on with you in the day-to-day. That could be a little bit uncomfortable. All right, I think the message here, though, is to not to worry too much about what's going on with your job situation, what's going on at work, what's going on with your health even, or on the day-to-day and your routines, but to focus instead here on doing something new that you enjoy, doing something new that makes you happy. Even with the 9th house, traveling, studying, learning something else, I think being the key, even if you're not quite sure how to integrate it into your job or your daily routines, that will come eventually. All right, so that's what I see happening there. While that's going on, I want to say, still at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, we also do have the sun here in Gemini. And the sun in Gemini for you is going to be in your 8th house of changes, of endings and beginnings, also of big financial investments, and of your deep, intimate relationships with others. All right, and so I think while you're trying to do something new here, hopefully that you enjoy and that's good for you, or to feel more comfortable in your life, happy, or doing something else, I think perhaps you're thinking about some changes that you may need to make in life, some big financial investments that you need, or how you can rearrange your deep, intimate relationships or your business partnerships in order to support something new that it is that you're doing. All right. The sun, as it's in the 8th house, is also making a trine here to Mars. And Mars is in your 4th house of your home, of your family, and of your emotions, also of like the foundation your life is built on. Okay, so in order for you to accommodate some new thing that you want to do that makes you happy, it's possible you may have to change your home life, change your family, your relationship to your home and family, change the foundation that your life is built on, or even some emotional responses here that you may have to accommodate something new that maybe you have not done. Okay, and I think that's coming in, is that you're just trying to figure out in what way this week your home life needs to change, your family needs to change, the foundation of your life needs to change so that you can do more of the things that it is that you really want and work with people intimately in much better ways. All right, I think if you can consider some of your options here about home and family, about some change you need to make, even if you don't make them this week, I think it will help you to start to feel much better here about your job, about your daily routines, and about your health with both Mars and the sun and a sextile to Chiron at the beginning of this week, okay? So that's what we've got going on there. Then as we move towards Wednesday onward, Mercury starts to take on a bigger and bigger role. All right, on Wednesday, we do have Mercury here in Taurus, which for you is in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts, usually of the one-on-one variety, and in opposition here with Jupiter in your 1st. So I think perhaps there's a lot of things maybe that you're doing that you like, that excite you. Okay, maybe having to change the foundation your life is built on in a very big way so that you can do something new you haven't done before. And maybe the challenge comes, how do you get other people to work with you? How do you integrate some of these new things into your relationships in the right way? Maybe having to make some compromises there so that other people can understand what it is that you're coming from, or to communicate, to extra communicate, overly communicate with others, the other people in your life, important people, so that they can understand where you are coming from. That can happen towards Wednesday. All right. If you can communicate here with other people about some things that you're going on with you, I do see it opening some doors with you, because around the same time we also do have Mercury. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that today, but we also do have Mercury here in a sextile with Neptune in your 5th. So you communicating with other people about what you want, what's important to you, what you believe, I think is going to help to open up some doors for you in relationships that can make you happier, doing things that you enjoy with other people or with the current people in your life, and maybe making commitments to things that are just a better fit for you in the process, now that everyone knows who you are and where you stand. Okay, so that's what I see coming in there. Then on Friday of this week, we get Mercury still in your 7th house in a trine with Pluto, which is in your 3rd house of talk and communication. So again, lots of communicating. I feel like I always talk about that whenever I get to my Scorpios, especially with Mercury stuff going on, especially with Pluto and Saturn parked in your 3rd house for the next 2.5 years, so there's a lot of things that are going on here for you, especially towards the end of the week. You're going to have to communicate here with your relationships with the other people in your life. You're going to have to compromise with others, which perhaps could be a little bit difficult to do, especially when there's a lot you're trying to do with Jupiter in your sign to expand your identity. And you may also have to change the way, with Pluto in your 3rd house, the way you talk, the way you speak, even the way that you think about your partnerships, in order for you to do more of what it is that you want. Okay, I think other people are important to you. I think you need other people in your life. It's just a matter of figuring out how to communicate, how to work with them in a way that can serve kind of like all or both of your interests. That is coming in, okay, happening on Friday. All right, then on Saturday, after this, we get Venus here in your 9th house in an opposition with Saturn in your 3rd. So you're trying to communicate here with relationships with the other people in your life about some things that are going on. I think there's a chance for you to be happier with people and with the people in your life if you compromise and if you're open about what's going on. But it could be a little bit difficult with the opposition from Venus to Saturn. Maybe it's hard for you to put into words exactly what you're feeling. Maybe it's hard to put into words what new thing you want to do that excites you. Maybe it's hard to put into words that there even is something else you want to do that's different, that you feel like you can get more passionate about and more enjoyment from. That could be the challenge. Maybe feeling like you're restricted in the way that you communicate because of what's going on, because of what you want. And I think really needing to, at the end of the week, not just think about things in the mind, think about what makes you happy, what you enjoy, what new thing you want to do, but also learn how to communicate about your passions, about your excitement with the people in your life, and in the right ways, in the ways that the other people can understand, even if it requires you to change the way that you communicate or the way that you think about your life in order to get the desired results. Okay? So that's what I see going on there. Now your card for the week, Scorpio, is the 3. It's the 3 of Cups upright. This is interesting. This is actually the card of socializing, of being out and about with friends. So I definitely see friends being a big thing this week, being out with others. Perhaps this card can also mean advice this week. Maybe looking for the advice of others could come in for sure. You know, because I'm seeing a lot of communication going on, even though most of your communication is happening with people one-on-one. So I'm trying to figure out how I could interpret this card for that. Maybe if there are some conversations that you're having with relationships that are a little bit challenging, maybe the message of this card is to take some of the pressure off them. There's a hard conversation that you're having, diffuse some of the pressure by making a little bit of a joke or by going out somewhere fun while you have the conversation. That could be what's happening here, or to instead of seeing a conversation that you're having as adversarial, even if it is with yourself, to maybe make the conversation perhaps a little bit more friendly than it has been otherwise. And I think if you can do that, take some of the pressure off yourself and take some of the pressure off other people in your life, I think it may help you here to have more of an outcome that you all can enjoy and be happy with. All right? I don't know. I kind of like this card. For you. Okay, maybe a chance to be out and about with people and hopefully to have some fun this week, doing things you enjoy if it's been hard for you to be happy the past few months. All right, so that's all I've got for you this week, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.